Shaw v. Reno was a 1993 landmark United States Supreme Court case that made redistricting based on racial gerrymandering illegal. Every 10 years, states conduct a population census to determine if the state loses or gains any seats in the House, and redistrict areas to accommodate the new seats. In 1990, North Carolina gained 1 seat for a total of 12 seats. At this time, North Carolina was predominantly white, with 78% of the population comprising this demographic. North Carolina General Assembly, in an attempt to increase minority representation, essentially decided to create a new African American majority voting district in a reapportionment plan. Seems great, right? Well, not quite. This is what the 12th district looks like. One part was oddly hook-shaped, while the other was even more awkwardly shaped, intersecting 10 counties along the length of an interstate highway. Ruth Shaw and 4 other white North Carolinians decided to sue, bringing this issue to the district court because they felt that it was unfair to draw district lines solely on the basis of race, citing a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Attorney General Janet Reno, who was representing the North Carolina General Assembly, argued that they acted in accordance with the Voting Rights Act and that states should be increasing minority representation in any way they can, even if it means drawing oddly shaped districts.
Shaw eventually lost in the district court, which led her to appeal to the Supreme Court. Ultimately, in a 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of Shaw, stating that any legislation that groups or classifies people solely on the basis of race is, by nature, a threat to a democratic system that strives to achieve equality. Even if it appears racially neutral, if the only justification for a law is on the basis of race, then it violates the Equal Protection Clause. With application to the case, the Supreme Court ruled that it is unconstitutional to engage in racial gerrymandering. The 1993 decision also made it mandatory for states to justify their reasoning behind redistricting decisions. In recent years, the legacy of Shaw v. Reno has strengthened over time in the discussion about race and redistricting, but has weakened in the conversation about redistricting on political party lines, when in 2013, the Supreme Court declined to outlaw partisan gerrymandering. This meant states no longer had to clear redistricting maps with the Department of Justice before implementing them, which has proved a step back in the ongoing fight against gerrymandering. But ultimately, Shaw v. Reno put the concept of gerrymandering on the map, and it has raised awareness of the loophole in American democracy of manipulating voting districts with the intent of artificially planting people in office in a fundamentally undemocratic way. It encourages politicians to find new ways of racial justice and representation. Without Shaw v. Reno, the United States and its practice of democracy would be far different from what we have come to enjoy today.